we already calculated, but I want to show it to the YouTube gamers. The question, which I actually never thought about, and the question is, how many hours have I played StarCraft 2? So, in the year of 2010, I started playing, and I played, when did StarCraft 2 come out? July. Okay, July. Let's say I started playing a lot in August. August, September, October, November, December. That's 5 months. So 5 months times, I probably played 10 hours a day. Honestly, I played a lot early on. 10 hours a day. Let's say that's 150. Let's round it up. We don't need to do, you know, any heavy lifting here. Let's say I played 10 hours a day for 150 days. That is, wait, 5 months, I think that's about right. That's 1,500 hours in 1 year. In the first year. Then 2011, 2012, I'm gonna giga micromanage this. I definitely played 8 hours a day then. That was when I was active. And I'm lowballing this, by the way, because I'm pretty sure I played 10 hours a day, every day. Like, no breaks. There's no breaks in StarCraft 2. But let's say 8 hours a day. That is 24 months. Well, let's just do 365 times 2 times 8 hours a day is 5,840 hours. Then in 2013, I took a break for 6 months. And then I came back and I played for 8 hours a day. So 180 times 8 is 6 months is 1,440, right? 2014, 2015, I played probably 8 hours a day. Now, 2014, I played 8 hours a day continuously, I would say. So let's say 12 months, 8 hours a day. I don't want to mess it up. Is hours, right? And then, this is where it picked up a little bit. And by the way, the reason why I'm averaging it at 8 hours, so every time I played an online cup, which was 5 times a week, the tournament would last between 6 and 8 hours. So again, this is lowballing it, because I would always warm up for a tournament, which would be an hour or two, and then play maybe a bit after the tournament. So during tournament days, it was like more like 10 hours, but I'll just average it at 8, because once a week I would play a little bit, like 4 hours, not too much. Then 2015, I played full 12 months, no break. I played about 10 hours a day. This is probably, together with 2010, was when I played the most. So, 365 times 10 is 3,650 hours. 2016. Okay, this is where it starts going down, because the first 3 months I was playing StarCraft. Let's say first 3 months I played for about, I played like 4 hours. This is when I was kind of like 3 months, 4 hours a day, 360 hours. And also 2016, the 9 months. So this is when I started transitioning to YouTube. I would probably honestly say, because this is when I started doing YouTube, but I did still stream a lot, because I went from like playing so much StarCraft to playing less than these ones, sure, but I was still playing. Because this is when I was kind of giving up on StarCraft, like I was kind of like, I felt like I was done. But then I kind of picked up streaming. And I think the 2061 is when I streamed a lot. And I streamed probably average, I think it would be 4 hours a day. So I streamed average of 9 times 30. My brain's not working. I'm just going to do times 30. Again, CBA with the exact numbers. 4 hours a day. So let's say it continued at 4 hours a day. because I did start taking one day off, but I was streaming 4 or 5 hours every day. Then 2017, 2018, 2019. Wait, was it 2006? When did I quit pro gaming? Did I quit in 2017 or 16? Wait, I quit in 2017. All right, so then this is 2017. Then 2016 was, I mean, it was Legacy, so I would have to assume I was playing around 8 hours a day, which is 12 times, or 365 times 8. Boom. And again, when I was a pro gamer, I rarely took days off. Like maybe once every month and a half, I took one day off. And then I was bored because that's StarCraft was my whole life, that I would just play StarCraft 2 anyway. So 2017 I quit. So 2000, I was like, I'm getting too many years over here. 2018, 2019, and again, this is when I was already full-time streaming, but I would say it reduced to 3 hours a day because I started taking one day off. And what I started doing is, instead of streaming for 5 hours and last 2 hours being grumpy and tired, I would basically just stream less, but start, you know, being more active, if that makes sense. So I would probably say I played 3 hours a day then, on average. Like, actually played. Let's say 24 months, 3 hours a day, to 190. I think this is all correct so far. And then 2020, I started taking 1 to 2 days off a week because I moved in with women, IRL, WoW addiction. So I would say probably 2.5 actually, not 2, 2.5. Because the amount of streaming hours were the same as past 2, but I did stream. I took more days off streaming because also my content changed quite a bit in 2020, I think. So I'm gonna say 12 months, 2.5 hours a day. That is 900. We'll just do 912 hours. So I think this is my time played. So total amount of hours played. That's a lot of hours. Earlier we calculated like 17,000 hours on stream, but this was like super rounding it up. This is super specific. So 1,500 plus 5,840 plus 14440 plus 2 plus 3,650 plus 2 plus 360 plus 180 plus 190 plus 912. For the sake of not 100% sure, I'm gonna put that I've played around between 21,000 and 22,000 to 23,000 hours. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go deeper. Okay? Let's just meet in the middle. I played 22,500 hours. Jesus Christ. 22,500 hours divided by 24. I spent 937.5 days. Out of how many days is that? 2011, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 10.5 years. So, Jesus, doing math on stream. What's 365 divided by 2? let's say 182. Plus 182. Out of 3,832 days. And that is, what is that in percentage? What percentage of my life did I spend the past 10.5 years in StarCraft 2? 24.5. That is 24.5% of my life past years. 1/4, baby. And that is 2.6 years of my life in SE2. What other math can we do here? Oh! How many games have I played? So how do we do this? Let's say an average game, 10 minutes? It can't be 20. 20 is too long. No, 20 is too long. It has to be 10 or 12. Maybe even 8 minutes. Let's go with 10. So 500 hours times 60 minutes divided by 10. I played around 135,000 games. Jesus! But let's say, for the sake of it, let's say the vetoes and all that were less. So let's say 130,000, including vetoes, queue times, and all that. Average game length is 20 minutes. There's no way that's true. Literally, there's no way. Like, I mean, just look at my games today. 10, 7, 15, 17, 10, 11, 15. Mind you, look, 4. Mind you, like, when I was a pro player, I was winning games a lot faster. Like, right now, I'm doing mostly camping and, like, playing like a potato. Back then, I was crunching people. You know what I mean? Okay, 130,000, assuming 10 min per game. Let's assume it is, let's see. If we assume it's 15 minutes, that is 90,000 games. Bruh. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know, like, I'm kind of stunned, you know? Like, I don't really know what to say. I don't know if I should be sad or impressed or... I mean, it is my, it is my job for the past 10.5 years. Like, if I had this playing WoW, I would be, you know, Monka S, right? Or maybe even a Monka W. It is my job, but it is funny to see it on paper. Average Serbian life expectancy is 75.89 years. You spend 3-4% of your whole life playing StarCraft 2 in 10.5 years. I mean, guys, so if you look here, this is total career games. So some people might be like, oh, you only have 17,000. This is, by the way, when I was a pro player, I had 4 accounts I was active on, right? 3 accounts were barcodes that I was laddering. This is my main account, and this is only ladder games, okay? This is only ladder games. And I've played insane amounts of, I've played probably over 20,000 games. Maybe not 20, maybe like 15,000 games in tournaments. So that, you know, when you enter a custom game, you don't see it. Also, the amount of games I've played at the events on another accounts, which they give you different accounts with different names, and also all my barcode accounts, and also accounts for the series. Jesus Christ. So maybe the number 90,000 games seems more correct, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. Because also another thing, and this is like, we would have to giga calculate this. Yeah, it doesn't show practices in custom games either. Yeah, the career games. Career games are ladder games. Also, back in the day, the games were shorter in Wings of Liberty because there was a lot of all-ins. Now the games are longer. But also, the amount of time that I've spent in Wings and Heart of the Swarm is way higher than I've spent in Legacy of the Void. And also, the most amount of time I spent was early Wings and Wings of Liberty in general, and early Legacy. And those times had the most all-ins and short games. Yeah, Heart of the Swarm, for example, had long games with Swarm Host, but that's also when I took a 6-month break. Yikes. I don't know, like, are you guys, is this impressive or is this cringe? I can't really put my mind, which one it is. I guess it's interesting, to say the least. Was basically really shorter games. Dude, the amount of 2 racks proxy that were happening and the amount of 1 base versus 1 base Terran that was happening was like 90% of the time for 6 months to a year. It is your job. If you calculate time on average dude spends in his job per decade, numbers would be same. Yeah, they would, because I mean, they would, but maybe not. I feel like, I mean, unless you're working 10 hours a day, I feel like they would be less, because a lot of people have some people have 2 days off a week where you do nothing. But even on my off days, I was playing StarCraft, which again, I think this is lowballing in the terms of hours played. Because, like, no joke, guys. Back in the day, I used to have qualifiers for, like, DreamHacks. And there would be a Korean qualifier in the morning, like, super early. Then there would be European at 2 p.m. But there would be, like, 1,000 signups. And it would last from 2 p.m. to, like, 1 a.m. The qualifiers. And if I reached the end and I qualified, great. But if I lose, then a new qualifier for NA would start at 2 a.m. And I would just drink energy drinks and I would stay up all night until like 9, 10 a.m. playing NA qualifier. So sometimes I legit played 20 hours. This didn't happen very often, but it did happen. How many keyboards have you gone through over this time? Not many, actually. Maybe like 4? Nah, maybe 5. Because I started with a crap keyboard, and then I got my first sponsorship, and then I replaced it like maybe 2 years later, and then I got a new sponsorship. I think it was Logitech. Then I used that for like 2 years. And I've been using this keyboard for the past 5-6 years. This is a really good keyboard. Razer, not a sponsor by the way. Razer Black Widow Tournament Edition 2014 model. Poggers. It's the best keyboard I've used. Easily. Whoa. Listen to these keys. Listen. Amazing. 200 euro on Amazon? Well, they don't make them anymore.
That's hot.
There's like a different version of it where it's like it's not the same, it's different. But this one specifically, they don't make it anymore. So that's why it's that much. I think back in the day it used to be 80 euros, but there it is. Oh, see that? No numpad. It's really nice. It's really small. So like the keys are very close to each other. So you can actually, like, I use all the way to 7. So most people are like, how the fuck do you use 7? See, it's not that far. If you use normal keyboard, 7 would be like here. But my 7 is here. And this is the 1. See? It's pretty close. No lights? Yeah, I don't use lights. Every time I use anything with lights, I disable all of that. This mouse as well has like lights and shit. I turned that all off. It's just gonna waste the I mean, it's just gonna blind you first of all, and it's just annoying to use, but yeah. Wow, I'm actually really happy. Whoever asked that question, how many hours have I played StarCraft 2? Thank you. That was a great question. I appreciate that. But yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you so much for watching. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I want to thank you guys for all the support, and you guys on Twitch as well for all the kind words. There was so many people that were super nice, super supportive. So many people were asking me how I'm feeling, and you guys are still asking how I'm doing every day. So I really do appreciate it. On YouTube, we might roll a little game after this. You know, just so you guys can have a little game. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. I can't tell the future. That t-shirt, by the way, look at that art. Isn't that insane? He's ready to go right now. He got posted like the guy that I'm like working that with the whole t-shirt thing and ordering and yada yada. He made it about 2 weeks ago, but I wasn't gonna like I was sick, so I wasn't gonna be like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm not streaming, but you know, here's some plug-in merch. It's kind of cringe.
Construct additional pylons.
So I just waited till I'm back. And unsurprisingly, by the way, the most sold item is the mug. That is the best one, let's be honest. I mean, it's not really a competition.
We don't have enough minerals.
It is the best one by far. If you don't want to hold inventory, look into Printful. I'm not holding inventory. It's what do you call it? Order to print bases. So you get them fresh out of the oven. You know what I mean? Literally fresh.
That'll cost more minerals than I think we need more pylons.
Are they those little soda bottles? No, dude, it's not even. Guys, it was a plastic bottle.
Need more minerals for that.
I basically pulled like this, and yeah. What is your favorite type of food? Potatoes. I mean, I'm not even memeing. It's potatoes.
We don't have enough minerals. That'll cut. Our probes are under attack.
Not even memeing.
I am here in the shadows. I am. You require my skills.
Seems more pylons are required.
I am here.
Need more minerals for that.
You require my skills. I am the heart of darkness.
We don't have enough minerals.
I am. State thy bidding. Very wise. You require
That'll cost more minerals than we have.
state thy bidding.
Research complete.
It shall be as you say. I am here, darkness.
Need more minerals for that.
I think he's baiting me.
I state
We don't
thy
have enough
bidding.
minerals.
I am the heart. I am the heart of darkness. I am the voice of the eclipse. State.
That'll cost more minerals than we have.
You require my skills. Shadow.
The enemy is gunning for our probes.
Bro, what?
Cold, I am the heart of darkness.
Need more minerals for that.
State thy bidding here.
We don't have enough minerals.
We are,
That'll cost more minerals than
we are one with the shadows. I serve. I am you.
I guess that can't work without a power field.
I am here in the shadows. State thy bidding. For the reckoning. I am the voice.
I think we need more.
Cold is the vote. We are one with it. You require my skills. There are cold.
Seems
We
more
are
powerful.
one
Looks like our
with the
warriors have
shadows.
seen some action.
I serve for now. Very well. You require my skills. You require my skills. We are one with the shadows.
Huh. I guess that can't work without a power field.
State thy bidding. I am the heart of darkness. You are cold. I am here in the shadow. We are cold is the void. Intriguing. We are. You require my cold is the void. I am the voice of the eclipse. I am here in the shadows. State thy bidding.
We don't
I am
Upgrade
the voice of the
That'll
eclipse.
cost more minerals than we have.
You require my skills.
Need more minerals for that.
Cold is the.
We don't have enough minerals.
We are one with the shadows.
We're done with
The reckoning.
mineral field. Nothing left in that mineral cluster. That'll cost me
Cold is the void. We.
Energy's too low.
And we can get the immortals before he arrives.
I serve for now. Very wise.
We've completely.
Gonna
One of our
Beastyqt.
pylons is under enemy fire.
I am the heart of darkness. Cold is the void. I am the voice of the eclipse. Very well.
pylons is under enemy fire.
I am the heart of darkness.
One of our pylons is under enemy fire.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, thank you for watching on YouTube, and I'll see you tomorrow, maybe with another video, if I'm feeling good still. Hopefully I will, because I'm feeling much better today, and I've been streaming 3 hours today, and that's amazing. So we'll be back into the series super soon, and we're gonna keep blasting. Oh, what? Look at this. Don't pay attention to this, right? Look at this. Wow. Oh, that's hot. Oh, wow. 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 Oh my god. Wow. Wow, that. Wow. Oh. Oh, that. Oh. This is one of those black mugs that when you pour liquid, it says, that's hot. And that is hot. Thank you very much. Okay, YouTube gamers, goodbye for real now.